Alright, so when I go ahead and set challenges on my stream, I usually let the challenger pick the tier or the format, and a guy named TheRealWonz came in and wanted a Monotype battle, something I have not attempted yet in Gen 6. You guys might recall that my favorite type is Bug types, and I've used Monotype. In fact, I used to have like a Pojo gym for Bug types, so I'm like, okay, I can do this. Let me go ahead and put together a team, and funnily enough, this guy is also a bug trainer, so kudos, bug mirror match. Let's go ahead and see how this is done. So, yeah, I decided to bring Mega Beedrill as I just go for the knockoff against this Fortress. I kind of figure he's going to try to set up Stealth Rocks rather than try to hurt Beedrill with the, it's kind of a risk for me, though, because Gyro Ball would have wrecked me, but I kind of predicted he would try to set up instead of just go off with the Gyro Ball, so I can get rid of its item, which is the red card, and then just U-turn out into my own Fortress, which is kind of an obvious choice to bring along for a bug team because he just can't have those Stealth Rocks up. It just does too much, and this turn he does go for the Gyro Ball, but it's going to do next to nothing against my Fortress, and yeah, I am going to go for the Rapid Spin. He does not have a Ghost type or anything to, stop me from Rapid Spinning, so that's good. And yeah, he just goes into Galvantula as I go for that Rapid Spin, and yeah, it depends. I don't really know what kind of Galvantula it's going to be. It's possible this thing could carry Sticky Web, which would be really annoying. But either way, I don't really want to take a Thunder on this Fortress. I do need to keep it around because looking at his team, he does have quite a few threats. Thankfully, he just goes for the Volt Switch, seeing what I was going to do. And I basically stay in, trying to get damage on it with a Gyro Ball of my own. But yeah, as I said earlier, Gyro Ball does nothing to an incoming Fortress, so not going to do a whole lot, as you can see. But at least mine has Leftovers Recovery, and his does not, so there. And now I am going to switch out, as he sets up another layer of Stealth Rocks, which I was kind of hoping he wouldn't do, because, I mean, why would he go use Stealth Rocks against a Pokemon that has Rapid Spin? This doesn't make sense to me. But, oh well, I do get my Valcorona in, which is going to be key if I'm going to be able to take this guy out. He does not have a Fire Resistance on his team, I do with this Volcarona, but he does not. He does not carry Volcarona on that team, so all of his Pokemon are weak to fire, so they pretty much have no safe switch in, so that's pretty cool. I am going to switch out, though, being that this Heracross is almost certainly Scarfed, and yeah, he just goes for the Stone Edge, which would have wrecked me. I go into my Rock, well, not really Rock Resistant. When I say Fire Resistant, I mean not weak to fire. Volcarona is neutral to fire. But that's the trouble with Monotype matches. Is there's just some types you can't get a resistance for. The best you have to do is get a Pokemon that's neutral to it, like my Scizor for rock types. He goes into his own Scizor, as I go for the U-turn, which is resisted, but yeah, I just go into Fortress because I really do need to get rid of those Stealth Rocks again. It's really going to put a damper on my team if I do not. The good news is, with his Fortress down, he's not going to be able to set up layer Stealth Rocks again, so once I get another Rapid Spin off, they are gone for the match, and I can just stop worrying about them. It would be really nice, though, if I could get a layer of Stealth Rocks up myself, because him being a bug user, he has a lot of Pokemon as well weak to rock, so that's what I try to do, and it was kind of probably a bad play on my part. I probably should have tried to get Fortress in again later against a Pokemon that couldn't kill it, so I can try to get the Stealth Rocks and cripple his team, but yeah, he's just going to be able to kill me with a Thunder, which isn't great, to be honest. Probably could have played that better. Sad face. Now, Galvantula is very fast, but not quite as fast as Mega Beedrill, though, so I'm just going to go into it and go for the Poison Jab, which I was actually kind of worried about, because if he predicted that, he could have gone into Scizor for no damage whatsoever, but he ends up going into Lievany. Not sure what he was thinking. I think he said he just wanted to get, he needed to Death Fodder or something, so that's what he does, and he take out Lievany, so at least there's that. Now he does go on to Scizor, though, and I don't want to take a Bullet Punch, being that Mega Beedrill has absolute paper defenses, so I go back into Volcarona to resist that Steel move, and it doesn't take it too nicely, but he is going to keep going for it as I go for a Fiery Dance. Looking back on it, this was probably a big misplay. Seeing how much those Bullet Punches did, I could have probably went for the Roost and tried to get more HP back at the, before taking the Scizor out, but I just, was thinking, okay, I really, really want the kill. Now he goes into Galvantula again, and I decide to switch out. There's no Stealth Rocks to worry about, and if I can get up Roost later, then I could maybe use Volcarona again. As I go out into my Heracross as he Volt switches, and this is the beginning of the end for me. There is a threat on his team that I noticed at the beginning, but yeah, there's just not a whole lot I could have done. Really needed to keep Volcarona healthier, I guess, but even then, yeah, this Mega Pinsir with his Aerolite ability, spamming super effective quick attacks that are now flying type. X4 against Heracross was trying just to get off the Stone Edge of my own, but yeah, that's obviously not going to be a thing. I go into Scizor because it's the only Pokemon I have at this point that's neutral to quick attack. I really, really need to keep Fortress around, but yeah, I let it die, which was a huge mistake on my part because Fortress and Scizor is the only Pokemon on my team that are not weak to flying. So, yeah, I just kind of have to go, maybe Vespiquen's bulky enough to take a quick attack, but it's not bulky enough to take a Stone Edge, which is X4 effective, and he's able to do because he is faster, so good player on his part, and good for him it didn't miss. Would have been nice, right? Maybe get Vespiquen a kill, but oh well. I go into Beedrill and I protect for some reason. There's nothing really I can do at this point. There's no way Mega Beedrill is taking a super effective quick attack from this thing. Aerolite also, not only does it convert those normal moves to flying moves, but it also powers them up, so they are super powerful, and my last Pokemon Volcarona is too weak to even it's too weak to expect to live it as well. But yeah, it was still kind of fun. The mirror match of bugs. The expert got the win this time. In fact, he is a Elite Four member of a YouTube group, or sorry, a Facebook group called the Genova Pokemon Federation. I'll leave the link if I can find it in the description. But yeah, still a fun little match. And I guess today's question of the day is, what is your favorite Pokemon type? I know I've asked this probably before, but it's a Monotype match, so I figure it is appropriate. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Later.